Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Jay. I wanted to redo this video on Howard Finkel's death because I did the video earlier and for some reason it didn't post. I don't know if there's a problem with YouTube or Facebook or whatever the case. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Howard Finkel's death and my memories that I have of Howard Finkel. Of course, I grew up as a WWF fan. A really fanatical follower of the WWF and wrestling in general when I was a kid, and hearing his voice say "a new World Wrestling Federation champion so and so" was just the voice of so many iconic WWF moments throughout my childhood. Right now, the WWE is in a lot of hot water because they continue to run shows, and with COVID-19, they ran WrestleMania. They continue to run Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, even with this crisis that's going on. And they've been deemed an essential business by Governor Ron uh, DeSantis of Florida. And many people were upset about that, and they were like, Vince, has his hands in the pockets of Republican politicians, and he's greasing their palms and all that shit. So that's kind of bad news, and all the massive layoff from yesterday. And on top of that, now the death of Howard Finkel. They're never going to find another announcer like Howard Finkel. It was Howard Finkel who came up with the name WrestleMania. In 1984, when Vince McMahon conceived this idea of WrestleMania, he wanted to call it the Wrestle Tussle. Could you imagine Wrestle Tussle 36? It probably wouldn't have lasted a year. But taking cues from Hulkamania and taking cues from Beatlemania, Howard Finkel came up with the name WrestleMania. He was a staple in the WWE for many years. Um, he was on Legends House back in 2015, and you could see that he had put on a tremendous amount of weight, and he wasn't really doing really well, like I said, this past year when he was at WrestleMania in New York. Um, yeah, so rest in peace, Howard Finkel. Like I said, a lot of people that we grew up with, Mean Gene, Gorilla Monsoon, all these guys, no longer with us. They're part of our childhood, you know. But unfortunately, they passed away. Um, yeah, and new Angel in Heaven, Howard Finkel. Right? He even had him a couple of matches. Him and Harvey Whippleman always had a back and forth thing, and then they did this thing at WrestleMania 10 in 1994, where Howard got a new hairpiece, and from Cy Sperling, the president of Hair Club for Men, and Harvey Whippleman, who was the manager of Adam Bomb at the time, was making fun of Howard, and, and of course Howard to beat him up. Later, they got into a tuxedo type match later on Raw, so it was pretty funny stuff. Howard, he had a sense of humor. Um, yeah. So rest in peace, to Howard Finkel, man. You know, seeing that Firefly Funhouse at WrestleMania brought back so many memories of what wrestling used to be and how it used to be so fun. It wasn't so politicized. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have um, Vince McMahon in the back pocket of politicians giving campaign contributions to Donald Trump and all that stuff. Being a business advisor. How's he going to be a business advisor to Donald Trump when the XFL, for the second time in history, the XFL has gone um, belly up? I think Vince needs to just give it up. WWF New York failed. His wife's Senate run failed. Um, World Bodybuilding Federation failed. The XFL failed twice. The only outside venture that he responsible for, that he was successful with, was the WWE Network. You know, now they don't even have those Saudi Arabia revenues. That's why they had to lay all those people off. They had to lay off so many people. Rusev, Zack Ryder, um, Kurt Angle, so many longtime employees of the company. Mike Chioda, the referee, they had to lay him off. So it's a really tough time, not only for the world and the country, but for WWE as well. But for WWE to be at the center of this stuff is really strange. But it's because of the interlocking relationship that President Trump has with Vince. We had to see the news is coming. You know what I mean? Peace. Rest in peace, Howard Finkel.